tuned in. POPAVIST. POPAVIST TV. Oh yeah. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, then the question really is, where you been? Over here on this side, we deal with sports, hip-hop, interviews, sometimes when niggas don't be acting flaky, entertainment, Popavisms 101, and of course, motivation. If that sound like something you can rock with, then before you exit and leave the page, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, smash that notification bell, so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. And if it's not your first time and you've been rocking with the channel, you know how I do. You know how I start my show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game. And we in the end game because it's Father's Day for those that celebrate. Juneteenth for those that celebrate. Y'all know on the channel, I don't celebrate. Nonetheless, you know, I be in them YouTube streets. I be running across these YouTube platforms, social media platforms, and they should have never. But I ran across this, you know, Kings Stop Killing Kings, Youth Stop Killing Youth. Seen it on Mysonne, the GeneraL page. So I said, let me pull up. Even though I was hanging out last night fresh, you know what I mean, at the all-white party. Shout outs to Rope Dope, shout outs to everybody that came out. So, you know, I talk about, oh, but you black on the channel all the time. So I said, I ain't really doing nothing. I got time today. We gonna come out here, we gonna see, you know what I mean, what the march is about. See if we could get a few words with the brother or anybody else that wanna, you know, shed some light on topics like this, you know what I mean? I brought my small boy out. Zion is in the building, he over there. And not really sure like where they're gonna be walking or, you know, what direction they're gonna be going. But like I said, I really had a couple of minutes today. I had some time, even though I was hanging out last night. You might hear the voices a little, you know what I mean? And it is what it is. But I talk about, oh, but you black on the channel all the time, you know what I mean? And my belief is this is cool and this is needed, obviously. But if you're not doing it in your own house, then this is a waste. Because you can come out here all day, or say you got 5 boys. Let me just talk about, you know, the boys for a second. That will be men, if you're raising them right, inshallah. If they doing the most, not getting good grades, running with the Pookie and Ray Rays, carrying guns, running with the gangs, you know, doing dumb shit, becoming the hostess of the mostest, then you can come out here and walk all day. But if your own household is not being established, then what are you really doing? That's the question. Aha, that is the question. So, you know, you want to bond with brothers that do stuff like this, positivity, obviously. But you also want to make sure you start in the house. You know what I'm saying? You got the Nation of Islam out here. You got the Fruit of Islam, I believe. Again, it's Father's Day. To anybody that celebrate Father's Day, it's Juneteenth. For those that celebrate, y'all know on the channel, I don't celebrate. But I thought it was important to just come out, you know what I mean? See what they talking about. Maybe get some interviews and stuff for the channel. So pretty much the march is boycott Black murder. And obviously that plays a major factor in the community, in the black and brown. Let's go take a look and see what they talking about, though. See what they talking about. You can see, peace, King. See, guns down. Obviously the youth. Got News 12 out here. Bronx, New York. And you got the youth. Mice, what up, brother? I can't complain. I'm out here to support, you know, the movement and all that. See what we talking about. That's my small boy right there with the tall brother. See the Fruit of Islam, Nation of Islam. And yeah, pretty much. Got the shirts. Boycott Black Murder. And we right here in the Bronx, you know what I mean? Grand Concourse, Fordham Road. You know what I mean? You see the Big Pun Plaza. BX, stand up. Obviously, you got New York's finest waiting to, you know what I mean? Do what they do. And you see what it is. I think they just did a Remy Martin, they just did a street rename after her, you know what I mean? It's pretty light right now, but I'm sure, you know, maybe once people start seeing what we doing. Peace, brother. Same to you, my brother, same to you. I don't celebrate, but you know what I mean? You know it's still early when you see the streets like this. Niggas out hanging out. You know what I mean? I know I was out 1-2 it last night. You know what I mean? That's why you hear the voices hoarse and shit. You know what I mean? Gotta have my coffee and all that. So the real question is, you know what I mean? In addition to this, what can you do in your own crib, at your own house, to stop black murder, to stop youth killing youth? I say one of the things you got to do is talk to your kids. You know what I mean? Especially if you was one that been through the storm. Say you was incarcerated before. You know, you got people in your family that's incarcerated for crimes that they commit. Now, obviously not innocent, running the streets, ex-gang members, ex-drug dealers, and things of that nature. You got to tell them, number one, that's not the only way. And obviously, you know, a wise man learns from another man's mistakes. So that way you don't got to walk in the same, you know what I mean, in the same path that they walk. You got to sit down and talk to them. I seen, when, I forget, I think it was in St. Louis, I believe, where unfortunately the young girl, Paris, killed her cousin, what was his name? Karoon. And they was in the bathroom on social media and shit, you know, on live, and she shot him with the gun, and then she shot herself when the gun dropped down, and it was a drum on the gun, right? So they doing live, they doing whatever. After that incident happened, I came out and I did a show, and this is what I said. Guns, when accidents like that happen, that's number one. A lot of times the guns that's in the house is illegal. You're not talking to your kids about guns. You don't want no guns being mentioned because it's illegal. You can go to jail for it, especially if you already was in jail or brandishing guns, etc. So you don't talk to your kids about guns. You don't take your kids to the gun range. They don't have no sense of awareness of, you know, what the gun is for protection, to, you know, to defend yourself, defend your property, defend your honor, etc. Then they find said guns hiding under your mattress, hiding in the cereal box. And I'm being funny, but I'm not. Different places like that, and then you have incidents like that where, you know, they end up killing themselves, you know, unfortunately. So that's definitely big in my book. You know what I mean? You got to talk to the youth. You got to talk to your kids. You know what I mean? All this is great, but if you're not talking to your own kids, then it defeats the purpose. You know what I mean? Like, I'm out here, but, you know, as I always say on the channel, POPAVIST TV, we live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Nobody in my, you know, that's younger than me is in no gangs. They not out here brandishing no weapons. They not out here killing, but you black. They not doing that. So I can say with confidence, I can say with pride, and the thing is, it's not even really, you know. Absolutely. Now, if you're not talking to them and you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you know what I mean? Then what you doing? You know what I mean? So again, you know, what I was about to say is before he started speaking is, you know how a mom's or a parent be like, you know, I'm a good parent, or I buy my kids everything, and woo, and people was like, but you're supposed to do that, right? You don't really get no credit for doing that. You know what I mean? Like you don't get no credit for doing that. My point is, you know, although I say that with pride and I say that happily, joyfully, that none of my nieces and nephews is out here running doing that shit. You know what I mean? It still ain't gonna stop them from getting the bullet in their head by somebody else because you ain't talking to your kids. Right, that part. So that's the thing too. Like you can talk all you want in your home, but as soon as when they walk outside, you know, the protection, you know, we all under protection of God. That's my belief anyway. But as soon as when they walk out, go to the basketball court, pop, 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 pop. You know what I mean? Your kids or somebody else's kids is doing, you know what I mean, what I'm not teaching my kids or my nieces and nephews. So that's really the point of this, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'll be, you know, it'll remiss me to not come out, you know what I mean, see what they talking about. They say we're gonna be walking in a minute, you know what I mean? Like we gonna be in the Bronx right now. BX stand up, welcome to New York City. Voice is a little hoarse. Let me throw this shit in the garbage. Voice is a little hoarse because we was out last night doing our 1-2s. Yeah, kid, that feeling. And I said, let me bring some more boy. Let him come over here and see what it is, you know what I mean? And let him get I thought it would be a good experience for him. I marched before, maybe like two, 3 times. One of the times was for the Black Lives Matter, you know what I mean? And, you know, when you look back now, it's like, with the side eye, you know what I mean? They got all that money. Some of the families is talking about, you know what I mean? What they talking about. We POPAVIST TV right now. We live, we rolling. You know what I mean? And so now it's looked at with a little side eye, but that's one of the marches I walk for, and a few other things. So I brought small boy out. I said, yo, you want to go? Not like forcing them, because we don't celebrate Father's Day or none of that. We don't celebrate Juneteenth. We don't celebrate none of that. You know what I mean? I don't celebrate no holidays. If you follow the channel, then you know. You know what I mean? But he said, yeah, I want to come out and check it out and see what it is, and this is what it is. You know what I mean? And this is what it is. And that's why you see what we about to do now. We about to, you know, walk, see where we going. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. Right on the Sunday.
Don't lie.
Huh? Let's walk over and see the small boy. Guess we're gonna start rolling out soon. Guns down, life up, black on black. Y'all see the shirts, Black MurdeR. Who gave you the shirts, my boy? They just gave it to you?
Yeah, you can just take them.
Y'all taking donations?
My son's taking them.
Yeah, we'll donate, but being how y'all gave us the shirts. Yeah, I got one. He gave me one. Oh, some bigger sizes. Oh. So what's the science behind the movement? Obviously, it's black, you know, boycott Black MurdeR. But you one of the organizers? Well, let's talk to the people a little bit. POPAVIST TV. Oh, Until Freedom. I'm familiar with the organization. Right. Juneteenth, which we don't celebrate, but shout outs to everybody that do. Peace, bro. Swarming up, people. Warming up, Kane. Warming up, Kane. This how the BX looking on a early Sunday fun day. What time is it? He said we rolling out at 11. What time you got, Zion? What time you got? He said we rolling out at 11. Yeah. Oh, so another 5 minutes or so. This small boy right here. He tall, but you know what I mean. He ain't with the fuckery and the buffoonery, even though the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. The buffoonery remains at an all-time high. Guns down, life up. Looking like Miami Vice and all that. What's up, bro? Good morning. Well, it was Miami Vice. Little light. You know what I mean? Maybe we need to be giving out some Jordans or something, you know what I mean? Niggas might pull up. You know what I mean? Free Jordans and chains and hookah smoking. Nah, but what really happened though is people probably was out and about like me last night, like, come on, baby, come on, baby. There. So, you know, and then fathers, you know, got some other shit to do. It is Sunday fun day. Technically, even though football season is gone, basketball is over. Y'all know I had the Celtics, so I lost, but we won yesterday though. And we won the day before that. Yeah, kid. Win some, you lose some. They talking about walking the 61st. You gonna be comfortable in those? After we get from there, we probably bounce. Let me see the newspaper. No, just pull it up. Final call. Oh yeah. That's right. I remember seeing that on the joint. He ran and all. He shot right in his back. Super crazy. Yeah, I remember that story. Not too long ago. I remember that story. Shot him right in the back. Bro, they said we walking the 61st, so all right. We're gonna roll out with you for a little bit.
So everybody, can we start lining up on this photo because we're about to take? We're about to start marching down. Everybody, let's start lining up. Over here on this corner, on the downtown side.
I'll be remiss to say, even though like I talked on my channel, Pop, man, last time I seen you was in Harlem with the K Slade, rest in peace, when he was doing the Justice in Harlem, the 10 Tones Down inducement. Exactly. So I'll be remiss to say like this is good, but you gotta start in the house first. You got with your kids, your nephew. You know what I mean?
Well, how we saying we gonna start out? If you came out here, obviously you started in your house, right?
No. What I'm saying is that's more important. Is to come out and
why we don't think it's equally important to do everything? I think it's a multi-pronged approach. Like, if you in your house and you teaching your son something and you bring it out here and you teach it to somebody else something, right? That's what it's
I mean,
I can't tell you what you do in your house, right? So maybe me galvanizing you out here makes you bring it into the house. Because sometimes young people don't even know how to do it in their house. So how do we assume
that they're not right?
Exactly. So a lot of these kids, they've been raised by kids who never been taught. So they've been raised by people who haven't been taught. So how do we expect them
I understand that point, but I definitely say you got to bring it in the house first, and then obviously it should spill over. And if everybody could do that, then it'd be.
I did not. You asking somebody, it's like saying
it has to be all white on white, but what's my brother?
Some people don't even know that.
All white
So
on
how they
white.
gonna teach it in their house? Somebody got to teach them so they can teach it to somebody. So if you have a house that already knows, then that's different. You understand what I'm saying? We really dealing with so many different things in our community. We don't even have most of these people ain't educated enough to teach somebody something.
I agree with that point.
Somebody taught them something. So if we know better and we able to galvanize the community and teach them so they can bring it into the community, that's what our job is.
I agree with that, and I side with that. Let's rock and roll. Let's get to the side. They want us to line up. Appreciate you, Mace.
I appreciate you, sir.
All right, brother.
Come on, guys, let's go. Over here.
To cover your intersection.
Y'all heard it from Mice. I actually agree. A lot of people don't know what the fuck they doing. So maybe that is a valid point, even though I always be talking about you got to teach in your house. But call me a knucklehead. I mean, I got my GED up north. I ain't the most educated, but I know that killing motherfuckers is wrong. So I don't see, how people don't know that. But I agree with what he's saying. Come on. I agree with what he's saying as far as that. You know what I mean? I definitely agree with that.
Everybody, come on, y'all. Jules.
Yeah, we just gonna take a group picture before we start walking. That's my small boy right here. All right.
We're about to start marching, y'all. We're marching straight down. Let's be loud, let's be proud. It's Father's Day, and as men, we decided that we declare we take it back our community. Too many babies have been lost to gun violence this year, especially in the Bronx. So it's time for us to take back our community and take back our natural spot in our household. So we declare that we want to protect our babies. When I say boycott, y'all say black murder. Boycott.
Black murder. Black murder. Black murder. Cause I love my brother.
I can't kill my brother.
Cause I love my brother.
I can't kill my brother.
Cause I love my brother. Sure you gonna be good in those clouds? Good morning. Black murder. Cause I love my brother. 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 Our streets. Our streets. Black murder. Black murder. Black murder. Black murder. Our streets. Our streets. Our streets. Black murder. Black murder. Black murder. Black murder. Our streets. Our streets. Our streets. Black murder. Black murder. Black murder. Black murder. Cause I love my brother. 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 Black murder. Black murder. Black murder. Black murder. For those that celebrate. For those that celebrate. You know, on the channel, we don't celebrate none of that. Black murder. 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 Cause I love my brother. 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 Black murder. Black murder. Black murder. Black murder. Black murder. Should be lit later. Cause I love my brother. 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 Black murder. 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 Pfizer. Black murder. 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 Cause I love my brother. Cause I love my brother. Cause I love my brother. And then my question is this, right? Like when, obviously the police is a part of this. You know what I mean? Like they blocking off the roads, they behind us, they in front of us. So you get permits to boycott? I know, or at least to my knowledge, I thought like when people came out and they did what they did, especially in, you know, yesteryears, they would say that it was the fuck up shit. Meaning like, yeah, we don't need you to walk with us because we gonna block this shit up regardless. Now, obviously you could be arrested, you could be thrown in jail for, you know, blocking the sidewalks, walking in the street, walking on the highway, things of that nature. But when they, you know, when it seems organized is what I'm saying. Is that really, you know what I mean? Like, you getting assistance. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't get assistance, because I'm sure the police, you know, the good policemen, etc., they want murders to stop. Summertime, it should be all the way turned up. You know what I mean? Like, you see people get killed every day, B, like Cam said, you know what I mean? And it's a funny line in the movie, but it's really not funny, you know what I mean? But, you know, again, when you see the police and they go to each different, you know, intersection to make sure we could walk freely, you know what I mean? Is it really boycotting? Is you really giving pushback or going against the grain, I should say? I don't know. You know what I mean? So we gonna walk with them to 161st, I guess, or wherever they're gonna walk to. And, you know, just to elaborate more on what Mysonne was saying, I agree. A lot of motherfuckers is not educated. A lot of motherfuckers don't know what they doing. That's because, in my opinion, if you are tuned into the channel, you know, everybody shouldn't have kids. I truly believe that. Like, I mean, and if I had say over shit, it would be a test. It would be like a real, you know how you got to go past certain physics and, you know, physical tests and challenges, mental tests and challenges to join the army, to join the fire department, the police department. Everybody, just because you got a vagina and you got a, you know what I mean, an eggplant, don't mean you should have a baby. And the thing is, you know, sick motherfuckers do raise other sick motherfuckers. Or if you don't know, like he said, then you can't really teach them. And again, I'm not the most educated, I'm not the most sophisticated, but I know I wouldn't, you know what I mean, want none of my young nieces and nephews, well, particularly little cousins and nephews, the boys, out here shooting some of y'all family up, killing them over a gold chain, over some sneakers, you know what I mean, over what set you from, you know what I mean, your colors, my colors. You know, that shit is stupid. So I do agree with him in that aspect, that everybody don't know. Everybody don't know what to do in the house. So maybe stuff like this is necessary. I still think it got to start in the house, though. You know what I mean? Because I love my brother. A little quiet, though, like I was saying. You know what I mean? Maybe because it's a Sunday. Maybe because it is Father's Day. Maybe because it is Juneteenth weekend. And, you know, black for, but you black. Maybe they was out hanging out like I was last night. You know what I mean? I still got up. Had to have my coffee, though. Or maybe people just ain't buying into it. I just spoke about Mysonne on the channel, what is it, Sunday, I think Friday show. And pretty much what we was asking, because on the other channel, homie was kind of saying that, you know, it's lame, it's unbecoming, unbefitting. And that's Gully TV who I'm talking about. He was saying, you know, Mysonne got the Cash App and is, you know, on his Instagram. And I pretty much gave my take on whether or not I think it's unbecoming or unworthy of a rapper, of an activist, etc. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, this is the day and era that we living in. You know what I mean? People is on social media. It's all for sale. Everything is on social media. Everything is all for fucking sale. So, you know, you feel some type of way because he got his Cash App in. You know, pretty much every profile that you see, damn near, you know, blue checks or not, they selling something, they an affiliate of something, you know, some form, some way. We gonna make it out the hood one day. That's a whole reference. They got some shit in their link, you know what I mean? The link tree or whatever the case, you know what I mean? And so I don't think there's nothing wrong with what he doing. Is he begging? Nah, you're not begging. You just got it on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I got mine at POPAVIST. You know what I mean? Cash App, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? So maybe it could be that. Like I said, people was just tired. They didn't want to be up, etc. You know what I mean? Small boys. Small boys in the back.
T-shirt. Hurry up, hurry up.
Mm-hmm.
They're walking like they're on a mission, right?
Yeah.
Mad fast.
Take your time, though. We see you. She ready to have her baby. You know what I mean? So again, little Lightington, and you gotta say why. Why do you think it's light? And it could be a lot of reasons. When you see they help us block the traffic off, so that way we not really blocking the traffic, you know what I mean? I guess you gotta boycott, you know what I mean, under the protection nowadays. And I think I'm gonna look into that, just only because I'm not really sure. You know what I mean? But I could have swore like boycotting and sitting on the highway, you know, even though for the people that's sitting on the highway that be mad as a motherfucker, like, damn, why they got to boycott when I'm just trying to get to work, or why, you know, X, Y, Z. So, you know, when you see it like this and it's organized, I should say, you know, I guess you just got to ask, you know what I mean? Like, what's the word, you know what I mean? We gonna sign off. We've been on here for a little minute. POPAVIST TV. We live. We rolling. We unscripted. We authentic. That feeling. Back up in here on a Sunday fun day, aka Father's Day, aka Juneteenth. For those that celebrate, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Catch me on the next one. Yeah, kid.